So we're about to hit this promotion at our office, and one of my best guys walks into the office and says, I got to talk to you. And I said, what's going on? They say, this isn't for me. I can't do this anymore. I'm not going to do this anymore. And I was counting on that production to hit this promotion. And immediately I'm like, what do you mean you're quitting the business, right? And they were going through a personal challenge. They're financially struggling, family, relationship. Man, I can't do the business. I got to go back to a job. I don't know if I made the right decision. I'm not spending enough time with my kid, my family. And I understand that. I don't judge people for quitting, but I do understand that if you don't get better, if you don't progress, if you don't evolve, that if you're hanging on a cliff, it doesn't matter how much you love that person, right? And you want to, if you're hanging their hand, like Cliffhanger, right? That movie with Sylvester Stallone back in the day, if you've ever watched it, great movie. And he's holding the person, and eventually they just slip, right? It's impossible to keep holding on and last. You either got to get to the top of the mountain, or eventually you got to go back down, or you're going to fall off. And that's what happens when we don't make progress. So the person's doing their best. And I don't, also, sometimes people are saying, I'm doing my best, right? I'm really giving my very best. And that is true. At their current identity, at their current skill set, they're giving their very best. So maybe your skill set needs to improve because you're giving a 10 in effort, but your skill's a 5. And you're like, okay, 10 times 5, 50%. But I'm not getting enough traction. Well, but I'm giving my very best. Well, maybe we need to develop that skill set, right? That presentation skill, that the objection, whatever it may be. Maybe emotional intelligence, maybe connecting with people, maybe getting better at the product. So maybe it's not like a presentation skill set that you need to get better at. Maybe you need to learn more about the product. Maybe you need to ask better questions. So if your skill set is not getting better, if your effort's not getting better, eventually what's going to happen is you're going to quit. So the person tells me, hey, I just can't do this. I made this decision. I'm discouraged now. So check this out. When most people quit on somebody, the person that's getting quit on, right? They could say, hey, you're quitting on me. They could take it personal. Or they could say, hey, you know what? You're not quitting on me. You're quitting on yourself. But sometimes a person quitting on somebody gets them to quit too. And you say, oh, you know what, man? I don't know, maybe this isn't for me. Maybe I can't do it. Maybe I'm a bad leader. Maybe this isn't for me either. And they question themselves. So does somebody quitting on you get you to question yourself on if you should quit or if you should give up? Does somebody giving up affect you in any way? And as a leader, you're going to have a lot of people quit on you. You're going to have a lot of people give up. You're going to have a lot of people not go on this journey with you, right? We recently had, and there's different ways of quitting, okay? Maybe they just stick around, but they don't get any better, and you just keep separating, and they eventually just say, you know what, this person doesn't care about me, and then boom, they quit, right? So there's different reasons why people quit. But if it gets you to question yourself, right? Should I quit? The question shouldn't be, is this for me? Can I do this? Oh my God. The question should be, how do I get better? Right? How do I get better so that I can provide more value to people? How do I get better so I can attract more people? How do I get better so I can get my people better results? But oftentimes a quitter gets somebody quitting gets you to think about quitting, gets you to think about giving up. And we have to change that. See, when that changed for me, because I remember 3 of my brokers at one point quit. One was doing something where there were some illegal things going on with that person's license and switching business from one company to another company to another company. So compliance had an issue. The other one said, you know what, this isn't happening fast enough. So they quit, went back to, I believe, real estate. And then another one, since those 2 brokers quit and they were friends, they kind of just quit too. And I remember saying, man, I'm in a tough position now because I just had 3 people quit on me that I was like counting. They were partners. They were paying rent in the office. And I had a decision to make. Like, what do I do? What do I do? And there's really only one option when people quit on you. Take a self-inventory, right? Where can I get better? What can I do? What could I have done for this not to happen? Maybe I should have been paying attention to cash flow more. Maybe I should have been improving in how I train marketing or how I train in sales. Maybe I should have brought in more product providers. Maybe I should have built a better personal relationship. Maybe I should have held them accountable more. Maybe I should have been working in a better market, making more money to show them that was possible. Maybe I should have trained them better. Maybe I should have had more support staff. Maybe we should have had a better office culture. So when people quit, instead of you asking yourself if you should quit, ask yourself how you can get better. What could we have done, right, to avoid this situation? Now, you can have the best opportunity in the world and people are still going to quit, make an excuse, and probably blame it on you. But if you're the kind of person that uses that situation to constantly get better, to constantly improve, to constantly create a better environment, you're going to keep attracting better people and you're going to keep retaining more that stay than quit, than give up. And so today I had a conversation, a great friend of mine in the business, Sharon, sends me a message and she says, hey, I just want you to know, no matter what's going on in the organization, we got your back. We've had your back from day one. We're going to help get the team to the next level. We're going to help get the office to the next level. And I sent her back a message. I said, hey, that's who you've always been, right? That's who you guys have always been. You've always been team players. You've always had the team's back. You've always done the best thing for the organization. And so I really appreciate that. I'm very grateful for people like you, right? The second part to that was we are going to keep improving personally as a human being, as a man, as a leader, as a friend, as a human, and professionally, right? As a business owner, CEO, salesperson, marketing, customer service, all that stuff. We're going to keep getting better personally and professionally. We're going to keep getting better. And that's really your only option in life. Either quit, right? Quit, or keep getting better. And I choose to keep getting better. And I want to challenge you. Anytime somebody quits on you, get better.